So aloha, welcome everyone to our self-care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. My name is Lori and honored to be with all of you today. And today I thought what we'd be doing is our check-in, our usual check-in, which really helps our awareness, helps our brain, as we had talked about in some of our previous sessions. For those of you who have been doing this regularly with me, thank you for joining. And today's session will be micro practices for self-care. And I thought that we'd do a whole series of micro practices to assist us in our self-care and service journey. We will also do a love, peace, and harmony field meditation with a micro practice, and then talk about some next steps. So let's get started with doing a check-in. And okay, wonderful. Aloha, thank you for joining. Okay, so what we can do now is just take a moment to just relax and do a check-in. We look at these monitoring gauges to see where we are in any moment. And if you are regularly able to do this in itself can be a micro practice. But I want you to gently scan your body, noticing your thoughts, your emotions, your bodily symptoms and sensations, and your actions and behaviors. And we want to look at ourselves with just awareness and without any judgment, with this kindness and compassion, just checking in, just as if you would do a loved one. You know, maybe you have a child, grandchild, a family member, or friend. You're just checking in and you're just noticing, oh, how are they doing today? Okay, so we're doing it with ourselves. How are our thoughts, our emotions, our bodily symptoms, sensations, and also reflecting on our past actions and behaviors. And we're noticing them without judgment. So maybe you were a little curt to someone, or you didn't feel as productive as you usually would like to be. We're just noticing as information as to where we may be, and then noticing from that spot where we would like to be, okay? And what we are needing at that moment, right? So if you're hungry, we eat. If we need to rest. So this is to just allow us to self-check. And this self-check in itself allows ourselves to kind of go inward, access different parts of that brain to help us be more aware. And then we can do a corresponding action to help us get back in balance. And just notice where you are. And we're going to observe, hopefully at the end of the session today, you might move your number, if you're doing a number rating, in the right direction. Okay. So today, this in itself can be a micro practice where you're checking yourself in. But in terms of what we want to talk about today, there's many types of micro practices. And what they are, it's like these tiny drops of love and attention for your nervous system. So like just checking in can help us calm down, right? So micro practices, like micro mini, they're quick but powerful when practiced consistently, okay? They can support your brain, your body, your emotions, and they're easy to repeat. So we will introduce one a week, and you might even want to share some of your own that you do as well. And why these micro practices work is that they're short, right? 1 to 5 minute self-care strategies, and they support self-regulation through constant repetition. So each time we come to this session, at least once a week, you have an opportunity to check in. When you make checking in a habit, you can always then immediately align. And just the check-in itself helps you to stop, certain maybe unconscious or subconscious processing of the brain, and can allow yourself to just relax your body. They strengthen adaptive neural circuits. We talked about neuroplasticity in the past, right? We're changing things, resetting. Can help us calm the nervous system. It can strengthen our emotional regulation that we've talked about as well, and help us support clear thinking. And these small acts, as we mentioned, it strengthens the neural pathways. Neurons that fire together, wire together. We've talked about that before. And as we know, the brain can change through repetition and intention. So this intentional pauses can rewire response patterns. And what we want to do is rewire it to positive response patterns that can assist our self-care and service practice. Okay. The PFC, or the prefrontal cortex, kind of grows stronger with this mindful and breath-based focus. We're going to do a breath-based practice today. And again, so the brain doesn't just rewire with information alone. So I can present this teaching to you, but what we need to do is practice regularly. Okay, so I'm hoping that we can do a practice today and that you can, throughout the week, continue it until it becomes much more of your daily life. It doesn't take too much time. It could just take a minute. Okay, we all have 1 minute, okay, that we can do something for our self-care. Okay, so today's practice we're going to do is called the heart centering pauses. And we want to quickly return to calm. So you can practice along with me. We'll also do this practice with the Love, Peace, and Harmony field and visualizing ourselves doing it in our daily life. So place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower abdomen. And we're going to take 3 slow breaths, but I want you to practice breathing in more of an abdominal breathing. So if you put one hand on your heart center, your chest, and one hand on your lower abdomen, you may notice where you're holding your breath. So if you're breathing in and your chest is moving more than your lower abdomen, what we want to have you eventually learn is to have your lower abdomen breathe in or expand, okay? So you can feel it. And maybe your chest will move less and go straight to your lower abdomen. Okay. You might find both of it moving, and that's fine too. Wherever you are, we don't want to judge it, but just have the attention that we're going to try to go deeper to our lower abdomen. Okay. So we're going to take a nice breath in through our nose. Imagine this light. And you can start by just feeling the sense of safety. Okay. Talk about creating our safe space. You can practice that again. Safe. And you can silently reinforce that you are loved, unconditionally, protected, and supported. Many of you may be already familiar with this mantra from Dr. Rolin in her Divine Love, and in her many of her meditations. So you can inhale, feeling loved, protected, supported. Let that message go deeper within to your lower abdomen, your core area. And inhale, I'm loved, protected, supported. And you can also silently or softly repeat, because we are going to do this in the field. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Really feel and imagine the light of love, peace, harmony coming in. So just the 3 breaths, whether with I'm loved, protected, supported, or with love, peace, and harmony, you're learning to pause, to get back into this grounded, heart-centered space. And the more you use your brain, this your prefrontal cortex, to think about feeling loved, protected, supported, being in love, peace, and harmony, you are able to train your brain to this state. And the more you practice, the faster your body can respond. You're opening up this neural pathways to easily respond. If this is not familiar with you, if you keep practicing, this will become more familiar. The key is to keep practicing, okay? So I want you to now, as you're putting your hand on your heart, your lower abdomen area, is think about a time that you can use this, okay? It could be before starting your day. It could be before a conversation or task. Before you send an email or text even, that might be a good one, because then we can use heart centering and positive language. Think about any stressful moments that come up before bed to relax your mind. So these are some times of the day that you can use it. Okay, what is my question? What I want you to do is think about what moment today could you turn what moment could you turn into a heart centering pause? Okay, so just think about your lifestyle. So a lot of times I notice when I'm working and I have notes and I have to go do another task, I have back to back, that might be a time I can use heart centering pause between each activity, right? It's session I'm into, when I'm writing my notes, because I notice I'm holding my breath. So notice times for you that you can turn into a heart centering pause, okay? And just think of the first thing that comes to mind. And we're going to use it in our meditation, okay? And we're going to use this in our love, peace, and harmony field. Because as we believe, everything has its own vibratory field, and each of our vibrational fields are connected in the quantum field of the collective. And so when we align with the vibrations of love, peace, and harmony, we can not only uplift our lives, but we can support the uplifting of the world. And this is our service. As we take care of ourselves, our more love, peace, harmony vibrations that we move to, right? Send out that frequency and vibration. That itself is a service. And so when we're talking about this heart centering pause micro practice, when we pair this with the love, peace, harmony field, we can not only practice our self-regulation, we can create a sensory and energetic imprint that strengthens with each repetition. And the love, peace, harmony field amplifies and enhances these effects of the practice, because if it's high frequency and vibration, and it supports this calm, awareness, and connection with extra support. So let's do our practice today. Again, remember your micro practice, what moment that you're going to use it in your day, and we're going to integrate that in the meditation. So allow yourself to relax. We're going to connect with the love, peace, and harmony field. Again, practice your safe space. Just think, okay, my safe space. We've done this before, and this itself can be a micro practice. Especially if you can do it quickly, for those who are new, think about a space. You're creating a space that feels safe for you, and you're creating it in your mind. Okay, it could be indoor, outdoor, in nature, in a cozy room, or a very, Zen room that you feel comfortable and relaxed, that feels safe. Could be like a kind of a sacred space. Just allow yourself to relax. Your body starts to relax. Inhale the light of love, peace, harmony. Exhale, your body starts to relax in this safe space. You can now put that one hand on your heart center, one on your lower abdomen. We're going to inhale first breath. Let our breath become smooth, natural, steady. Allow yourself to practice the lower abdominal breathing if you can. If not, don't worry. Just try to make it a bit longer. Okay, inhale and exhale. Inhale this safe space and feeling. Exhale, relax, love, peace, and harmony. So my recommendation is, if you often do not feel as safe as you would like, go with a mantra that is like, I'm loved, protected, supported. So your body feels that you're loved unconditionally, protected by the universe, by the safe space. For those of you who connect with spiritual fathers and mothers, you can imagine them supporting you. For others, it could be nature, the universe, that supports you. Or you might have physical family and friends that love, support you. So allow yourself to feel loved unconditionally, protected, and supported. And let your body feel that light more and more deeply. Inhale again. Loved, protected, supported. You're wanting your body to relax, move into a restorative space. Feeling your brain waves start to relax in this beautiful field. We're training our brain to create this heart-centered pauses to bring us back to alignment, to feel love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And as we chant and breathe, imagine this light of love, peace, and harmony filling your chest, your lower abdomen. Exhale, flowing through your body. So your whole body is filled with this light. Feel the warmth in your lower abdomen and heart center. Imagine it expanding and creating a light field within you. This beautiful light of love, peace, and harmony. If your thoughts arise, gently return them to love, peace, and harmony. Okay, so you can alternate with I am loved, protected, supported, especially for those who needed that extra training to have your body feel safe. You can also use love, peace, and harmony if that also makes you feel safe. But to bring in that positive message of unconditional love, peace, and harmony, bringing everything into balance. Again, take a few minutes to just be in the space of love, peace, and harmony. I'm going to play the music. So even listening to the melody can support you too. Okay. Apologize. Something is different with my audio. So I might not go. Okay. You probably cannot hear the music as the setting seems to be different now. But just allow yourself in this quietness, bringing in the message of love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. You want yourself to feel the light. And I want you to imagine using this quick breathing pause with a slow breath, 3 slow breaths, centering in your lower abdomen and your heart center. Imagine yourself doing it in those moments that you need. For example, maybe before going to work or before speaking with someone that you may find challenging. Or when you're doing, like I do paperwork, I'm doing paperwork, or for some checking your finances or speaking with certain family members, colleagues. It could be integrated, with meals, so you can slow down. Your body kind of slows down your body to prepare your body for better digestion when you're eating. So it could be taking that pause right before you eat. So you have mindful eating. So wherever it is, imagine yourself doing this throughout the day in certain moments. So visualize yourself. And you can also visualize yourself connected with the love, peace, and harmony field. Even if you do not have the field with you, some of you may have cards, a love, peace, harmony card that you can connect with. Take your breaths, pauses, just 3 breaths to recenter, rebalance, and allow yourself to feel love, peace, and harmony. Imagine the light. Could be a beautiful rainbow, purple light, golden, rainbow, purple light, crystal light. Whichever light comes to you, feel breathing in that light to your lower abdomen and your heart center. Exhale, light radiates throughout your body. One more time, in to lower abdomen. Exhale, light expands. Feel the light and joy that comes with love, peace and harmony. Inhale, love, peace, harmony. Again, see yourself before you start your day, before you get out of bed. Inhaling love, peace, harmony. Inhale, love, peace, harmony. Before you wake up and right before getting out of bed, as you're waking up, before you go to sleep, wonderful times for subconscious rewrite. Great time to bring in that messages of love, peace, and harmony. And whatever messages you need for the day, clarity, joy, light, feel those messages within your body. Inhale, feeling your body relax even more deeply. Love, peace, and harmony. You may imagine that you're doing with your natural breaks, restroom, washing your face, brushing your teeth, during the shower, bath. Love, peace, and harmony. And this mindful, heart-centered breathing and awareness. As we mentioned, it could be before you eat, before you meet with people, as you're driving, washing dishes, doing household tasks, but especially in the moment that you most need it. So again, connect with that time that you're guided, that you may need this micro practice of heart centering pause. And imagine that this is yourself doing it. Again, get your brain familiar. So as that moment comes up for you throughout the day or week, your brain remembers to take this pause. That's right. I will do my 3 heart centering breaths. Inhale that light. Exhale love, peace, harmony. One more time. Inhale with a smile on your face. Love, peace, harmony. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, love, peace, and harmony expands throughout your body. And you can just close by saying thank you, thank you, thank you. So you can now just do a quick check-in to see how you are feeling. Just notice, I'd love to hear if there's any sharing. You can either write in the chat, how are you feeling? If there was a time of day that you thought of that you could use, your sharing can support others because others may have similar things as well that they could feel, I could use it at those moments as well. And if anyone does want to share, you can unmute. Okay, let's see. Okay, wonderful. So thank you, Gregory shared his gratitude. And so, yes, wonderful. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. And great. Amy said, thank you, Laurie. I feel so relaxed and peaceful now. Annette, mom said, beautiful practice, feeling so calm and peaceful. Wonderful. So thank you all for sharing. And I hope that you can continue to use these practices by working on your self-care goals. So throughout the week. See if you can use this and let me know next week how this works for you. Just taking a moment. It doesn't take more than a minute to do these heart-centered pauses, okay? Just notice how your week goes by just adding in this micro practice and being more familiar with it. Okay. And wonderful Gregory said, my left trapezius area feels better, less pain. Mahalo. Wonderful. So congratulations to Gregory. Yes, just calming and relaxing our body, taking more time can make our bodies feel much more relaxed and can ease our pain too. Wonderful. And so we can follow up on resources on this topic. So this topic is micro practices. You can find it in many videos and books, but we will learn more about it in this upcoming weeks. And you can continue these practices as you practice more in various calligraphy fields. We have my mother's practice with the Love, Peace, Harmony field and her Tao Wellness on Mondays, usually the first 3 Mondays of each month. And you can also check out our YouTube channel, which we may have some of the recordings of these sessions. And please join us for our upcoming Wednesday free wellness evening with Tao Calligraphy. This is a next level frequency and vibration field. So we will have, I believe, Dr. Gina on this week. She will come in a little earlier this month. So please don't miss. She always has very wonderful sessions. And again, if you need more support to get you started on your wellness journey, you can schedule a complimentary 15-minute session with us. And to continue your service journey, I hope that you can maybe share this practice with other people, share these sessions or the YouTube, or registration links so other people can join from these Love, Peace, and Harmony self-care sessions. We also have a QR code that leads you to the Love, Peace, Harmony instrumentals, and also you can get to the site where you have the Love, Peace, Harmony cards we have here. Again, using this as a micro practice. We can talk about that later. And this can also lead you to a donation link that can support the Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation that does a lot of great work around the world. So again, remember, self-care is service. We want to increase our self-care to increase the quality of your service. So thank you all for being here, because just by being here, taking care of yourself is a wonderful, wonderful service. So thank you all. I would love to say my goodbyes. And so we'll say goodbye to those who may be watching on our Facebook. Aloha. And then also those of you who may be watching the video. Thank you for joining.